What'd you say, Phil?
I said on Black Friday, really?
Oh God, you really took it there, you hoe ass.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless podcast. This will be for Wednesday, November 25th, coming out Saturday, November 28th. I had some technical difficulties. It would have been on time, but there was some problem on my end. The internet had gone out, and so we had to reschedule. And so we rescheduled it today at 5, and then Phil fell asleep. So now we're doing it. As always, I'm your host, Big Irish. Oh, Jesus Christ, almost kicked over my shit. I'm your host, Big Irish J. Hollingsworth. We have the Mechanable, Sean McCann.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Thanksgiving.
That's the title of his Grindr
Oh,
profile.
that's what it was.
We have the Coco co-host, Manulus Rojas Martin. And
Rojas.
And we have, as always, the mascot, a.k.a. Phyllis Diller, a.k.a. Motown Philly, a.k.a. T-Town Philly, a.k.a. You got a new one for us?
Phil Lecter.
You already used that one. We did a different one.
Yeah, nobody knew that because we didn't record it. Oh, yeah.
You make a valid point.
Why don't you exit stage left?
What?
Deb.
Knacklepuss. Actually, exit stage right. I watched the Yogi Bear's First Christmas on Thanksgiving, that old school classic.
Speaking of Thanksgiving classics, did you guys see how Charlie Brown did Franklin? Sat him on the other side of the table all by himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shit. Speaking of Thanksgiving, what'd everybody do? I posted a video. I had a Lunchable, so mine was uneventful.
That was a sad Instagram, man.
That really was.
Really
that was
sad.
the goal.
No, I know. That was probably sadder than you even thought. That was sad.
I loved it. Dude, the slow chew and look away.
Dude, no, you know what the worst part was is when you close the wrapper on top of it after one.
That's what Dwayne Goad said. Dwayne was like,
oh, man.
He goes, I almost pissed myself when you fucking closed the wrapper.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
But what did, we'll start with you, Sean. Phil is swimming in the abyss of San Francisco Bay on the fucking Zoom meeting background. What'd you do, Sean?
I worked on my my truck, on my Jeep a little bit, and then trying to stretch this out. And then but then I made for Thanksgiving dinner, dude, listen to this. I got Orida, what are those called? Orida, it's like the little square potatoes. There's a certain name for them, you know.
O'Brien.
O'Brien, that's it. It's got the green peppers, onions. Yep. Then I got did some scrambled eggs and sausage with some cheese on top.
Nice.
English muffins.
Oh,
killed it. Oh,
Yummy.
then there's this new show I watched. You guys got to check this out, dude. I'm looking it up while I'm talking about it. It's this new show on Netflix. It's kind of like that one. It's called You Need to Leave Right Now, or You Should Leave.
I thought you guys wanted me here. I thought you wanted me here. I mean, I'll go if that's what you want. I thought you wanted me here. So that's just the way it is.
God damn it.
So it's called Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun.
Oh yeah, man, hilarious.
Dude, that shit's funny,
hilarious.
Okay.
Just makes no sense.
The first sketch, the music,
great.
First music song is like you lose your mind. You're like, wow, this is funny. Then you're like, oh my God, it's getting funnier and funnier and funnier.
Yeah, it's good. You got to check it out. It's out. It's like a whole season right now. There's a bunch of episodes.
I'll take it. I got a show to recommend too. But finish what you were saying though. So you watched that, and what else?
Oh yeah, and then ate, and then I played a couple rounds of golf.
Nice.
You know, and then on my way to the Players Cup, so just chipping away at that.
Nice.
Talk to my.
And you're doing it handicapped.
Yeah, handicapped and four rounds a game. You know, so I'm like doing the whole. Man. It's 4 rounds. Yeah.
Well, hey man.
So that's it, man. That was my Thanksgiving.
How are the parental units?
They're good. They're real good. They what they do? Oh, they got a dog. They got a new dog. His name's Tucker. It's a little mini dachshund. So they got that like yesterday on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And yeah, man.
What's your dad's name?
Dan.
I wish it was Carl.
Dan McCann.
Oh,
UPS, man.
then that dog would be Tucker Carlson.
It's so fucking stupid.
How was Mother Tucker doing?
And all you guys are laughing at that. Everybody in this room.
Dumb, it's so bad.
Oh.
I'm losing my.
Manulus, what'd you do?
We ordered food from Met
Tucker,
Market,
Tucker.
and they had the whole meal made. So we got 2 of them, dropped one off at Crystal's parents' house, and then just kind of came back home and chilled. But called my hold
Turn
on,
your thing up a little bit.
up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just need to sit
There
closer.
you go.
Nice.
But yeah, it was really chill. I mean, we didn't really do much, and then tried to talk to my family. They did a Zoom call without me. They didn't tell me, so all the California family was like, "Fuck Manny, he's up there doing his shit." So it is what it is. I know, just hurtful. I called my mom in the morning though, but my aunts and uncles, they did one without my sister. So
Now you're on the other side of the Charlie Brown table.
right, haters. It is what it
Dude, that was funny though, man. Come on.
Mother Tucker.
This first time I got to have 2 Thanksgiving dinners. I went to my family's house first and had Thanksgiving dinner there, and then I came back to my Oxford house, and they cooked it up, man. They had like 2 turkeys, lobster tail, ribs. I mean, you think it was theirs? Macaroni and cheese, like seafood salad, green bean casserole. Like it was a feast. It was a layout. So yeah, I got to eat twice, and I was still in the post coma today.
That's why you missed it.
No, that's not why. No, that's not why. That whole every podcast he has a certain bit he's gonna come with, right? So he can do a thing at the end. This right here was to get to the fact that he was late, so he just already had this story pre-prepared.
It just comes as it goes, man.
Sean knows.
If you want a couple tips on your improv, Manny, we can talk after the show.
Wait, what just happened?
I'm saying, it's lying. I'm good at it.
Got it.
I called my pops, and he's just like still every time I talk to him, he's just like, I've never seen anything like this. It's just fucking. He goes, I'm just wasting away. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Just because he doesn't do tech shit.
Yeah. Are you talking about because of he's never seen anything like this because of the COVID, or just like this? Yeah,
just the COVID shit. Yeah,
yeah, man.
And I wonder, how are you guys with, like, Tony Baker, we talked about this, and excuse me, he posted something about it too. Like, I posted that video because I'm making content and I'm being funny about being alone on Thanksgiving. Here's my thing though, is like, I'm okay with a little isolation, like,
I'm the same way though. Like I don't mind being alone, but I mean, when you're married, you always got somebody around, so I can't talk shit anymore. But like pre relationship, I was like single for 3 years, man, and you kind of just deal with it. And and I'll tell you what, I had one of the worst Christmases ever. And me and Jay talked about this on, I think it was Love in Black and White, or maybe it was on the HollingsWorthless. But this isn't the first holiday where I haven't been able to go home. So I think it was different for some people who are just so accustomed to going home. But when I was working in the banking centers, you didn't get, every Christmas off. You had to like wait in line for seniority to be able to ask for that week off, and no 2 people could be gone at the same time, right? So I remember one year I had to go to my like dad's house with his like girlfriend and her kids, and I literally got a DVD for Christmas, and it was a used Cat Williams DVD that had already been opened. It looked like it was so garbage.
Could have been Faces of Death, like my dad gave me.
Jay's story, you'll have to hear it. But like it was like her kids got like probably hundreds of dollars worth of shit, clothes, stuff they wanted, and then I got
and you were like, this stuff right here, this is used. Take it back, man.
It was bad. Yeah, and it had one of those like bargain bin stickers on it, so it was like they didn't even. It's fucking ridiculous. So but it's new for people. It's uncharted territory. It's like, as Americans, people aren't used to sacrificing what they want in life. They want to be able to hang out with their family. You think about it. If we were 21 right now, we were in the prime of our lives, we'd be like, fuck, who's gonna tell me?
Definitely not that.
Yeah. I mean, like,
yeah, we are 21, Manny.
But it's like, think about this. Like you come home, you're from college. People are telling you, oh, you're not going to go to a frat party. Oh, you're not going to go home and see your boys after being gone, so.
No, yeah, that's true.
What, Sean?
No, that's true. I guess, but it's like then, when you're as old as we are, which is like 15 years past that,
you're responsible as fuck.
Then yeah, well
Nice
then
look,
dude, you
nice look, Sean.
then you but it's like you did that when you were 21 and 22 and 23. Like you did skip out on it. And now you're like, because dude, also you knew like your folks were probably late 40s or 50s, which was old as dirt back then, it felt like.
Right.
Except my parents never felt like they were old. But anyways, oh shit. So but yeah, dude, so now it's like you don't want to miss those because nobody's getting any younger.
Yeah.
Including ourselves, man. Oof.
So you're not handling it too well, Sean.
I mean, dude, I'm even doing this thing. I let the white come out in my beard.
It looks good.
I haven't colored it. Yeah, I was coloring it for a long time. Don't care. It doesn't matter. You can say that out loud. It really doesn't matter, dude, because first off, when COVID happened, everybody started doing that. So like all the dudes, you're like, okay, cool. Now I got an out. But dude, chicks been doing this to their hair forever, man. It's up here though. Why can't we do it down here?
Oh yeah, I do it to my pubes.
I don't need to. Yikes.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh yeah,
Looks
you shave.
great.
How you dealing with it, Phil?
I mean, I'm used to being alone. I mean this year obviously has been really, really tough, especially struggling with addiction and everything like that. But
real quick, because you'll want to roll your answer into this question. Is in a sense, is COVID actually helping you stay sober in a sense?
Well, I mean, it wasn't because
okay.
I had so much free time on my hand because I wasn't working. So I was like, trying to fill my time.
Yeah. Then now I think about it, I guess I wouldn't expect drug dealers to be like, "Hey, man, let's keep our distance."
Yeah.
We got to worry about our health.
There's no masks or hand sanitizer in those transactions.
There's rarely condoms.
One of these.
God. But I will say, on the other side of all of this, even like, Thanksgiving and stuff, and talking about, parents getting older, like I found myself becoming more grateful and filled with gratitude and just, inherently. It's like, it feels like weird to be like that mushy gushy, but at the same time, it feels cool to do it now before it's too late, so like I'm glad that I'm kind of trying to have like a more loving adult relationship with my parents. But that's the love corner with Phil. All right.
I got a COVID test. I did that. I had a day where I was feeling like I was starting to get sick, but it's also the same feeling I get when I'm around somebody that smokes. So just to be safe, went and got a COVID test. It was a trip. I called Sean afterwards and talked about it. It was a trip because it was at like some university. It wasn't UNLV, but it was some like university here. Just there was four or five lines, 6 feet separated in front of you, hundreds of people. And I'm like looking at this and like, this is some weird shit, and then you get up and they had like us around this table separated and they would give us instructions. So we administered it to ourselves. I put it up there and then both sides snap it off, put it in the thing. And then like within 24 hours, I got it. And I got the negative on that, positive on AIDS. Cool. But it was
thoughts and prayers.
T's and P's. Speaking of T's and P's, TP outage.
Oh my God.
Hey man.
Again.
So
just don't get it.
Look, I last time this happened, I got tired of not having shit tapes. So then I went and got some, and it was $53 from this place called Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
It was $53, and it was $50 shipping.
How's it feel to be in the 1%?
So I'm actually in the 0.8%, and it feels great.
No, this is the
Hey.
number 2, Phil.
Oh yeah, that's right. The number 2%. Got milk? No, but we got
What?
TP.
Oh my god.
But
Sean,
now
shoot
I'm
the-
out again, and
Are you? Holy shit.
yeah, because dude, I got that shit in April, and I had my whole thing full, but now I got 2 rolls left. So then I was at the store today. I'm like, okay, well, I need paper towels and shit tape. So I go down the aisle, dude, all gone.
I ordered mine off Amazon literally 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, and got enough that's going to last me forever because I mainly that's the start, but not the finish. I always finish with a wet wipe.
Just destroying the environment.
I just
gonna
imagine
get a
Jay
bidet.
like you
Yeah,
My
use.
shits are destroying the environment.
I imagine you.
Did I ever tell you guys about the best shit story with Jay?
Oh fuck.
Phil was there for
Probably
it.
too many to count.
Oh my god. So like so Sean, when we were on our last road trip,
I mean, this could have been something didn't want to talk about. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
never
I'm
mind.
just kidding. I mean, no, I gotta tell the story.
so we were, Jay had to hit a pit stop. So we go like middle of like nowhere bathroom. And
I was like, dude, I'm gonna shit my pants. We have to find a place for me to shit. Go ahead, Manny.
and then so me
How
and
long did you know you had to shit for though? First.
It was. I mean, there was no place to shit for a while.
Oh, so you had to shit.
Yes.
You knew it for a while. It wasn't just like, oh, bro, man.
Yeah, it wasn't like
dude,
it
pull over.
happened right now, and then Manny was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fuck with him," and no, it was like, "Fuck, when are we gonna get a fucking place I can shit? I'm gonna have to shit in the woods."
yeah, so me and Phil are talking in the car for what seems like at least 30 to 45 minutes. And we're
Oh
like,
yeah.
so where's Jay, right? And then he just comes out and he looks like he just is like out of energy, fucking
Disheveled.
he gets in the car and I'm just like, oh man, you open up the door and like I smell that we're in the middle of nowhere because there's like, manure outside, from cows and shit.
Jay.
And Jay looks over at me like, yeah, cows.
It gets better, Sean.
Yeah. So we start driving, and he looks on his sweater, and there's shit.
Oh yeah.
Sweater.
Hold on. You cut out, Manny. Finish it.
Okay, so he looks down at his sweater, and there's like shit on the like front of his sweater.
God. So nasty.
We were like, oh my god. And then Jay's like, he was like, yeah. I fucking wrecked that bag.
Dude, I was like, how the fuck did I get shit on the front of me? How did I get shit? I was like, didn't I have to fucking, I almost shit my pants or something. I had to take my pants off or something.
God.
I can't remember,
Like,
dude.
Fucking shit confetti.
It was like
Jesus.
naked in that bathroom.
Dude, oh, that's right. Okay, I'm kind of remembering. It was one of those deals where like I had to shit and I got there as it was coming out. Like so so then I'm like it was fucking just everywhere. It was fucking
God.
everywhere, dude. Oh fuck, man.
God, man.
But yeah, we were in the car and when Manny's driving for like we've probably gone like 10 miles. And you're like, you drive through areas where you're like, oh man, they must be like cows, or maybe there's a paper mill around here or something. But then you're like, we can't get away from the cows? What the fuck, man? And then eventually I look down and I'm like, what the fuck's that on my sweatshirt? Is that chocolate?
Yeah.
You get chocolate on this. And then I was
Taste
like,
it and you're
then,
like,
then I
"That's
tried
shit."
to do it. Dude, I tried to do it subtle. Like I look, nobody's looking, then I did that. And then I was like, oh my God, I have shit on the front of me.
Fucking doo-doo butter.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
then-
dude.
Oh shit.
Phil's story.
Oh fuck. I can't
It's
deal with
just-
that.
Wait, you
Best-
cut out, Manny. What'd you say?
Oh, it was just after that. Then I got to hear all of Phil's like sexual encounters, which was
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck,
It
dude.
was insane.
If you can catch that story 2 episodes back.
Yes.
Boom.
Mhm.
Fucking look at that. Oh
Look at
God,
that.
Manny. Didn't know we were gonna talk about that, but no, dude, we
Yeah.
were in tears. And
Yeah.
then once we discovered that, oh, Jay's got shit on him, then there's still like an hour or two on the road in just like, well, I guess this is just how we live now.
Why don't you pull over and deal with it, or throw it out the window?
Oh, man,
I don't know.
Hey, it's a good sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's also a source of pride. Okay, got that. Sean, cat update. Let's hear your cat update.
Still here, man. So she's still here. It's dude, it's like I get it's two ends of it, you know. I like her for a minute, and then I don't like her. So far, oh, whoa, I just hit my table. So I should have grabbed it so I could show people that are watching video the thing. But I have this Pearl Jam versus Ames Brothers book that she ate the binder on. So, and that's in perfect mint condition. Yeah, it's the green. It's the green one. It's got all their work from like the beginning up till 2003.
Oh my God,
I think.
I thought that would be the one.
Like the end. Like that's the cliff. That's where you boot her. Yeah. So well now it's done. So you know it's like so I don't know.
The cat's dead.
No. I'm trying to see. There was something else that she did too. I'm trying to look for right now. I came in.
Your leather chair.
Yeah, the leather chair part that still bothers me. I massaged some of it, so I think I got most of that. Like stretched some of the marks out. I mean, it's nothing bad, but it's puncture, man.
Well, man, you know, like you know how you gotta like baby proof a house, like because the baby will like get under the cabinet and like drink like the Mr. Yuck like fluids. Like it's the same thing with a kitten, man. You know the little Mr. Yuck sticker, you know? Like, oh, don't drink the bleach, little kid.
Yeah.
You're gonna die. Yeah. So like you gotta baby proof the house. Same thing with a kitten, man. You gotta kitten proof the house, man, because that cat will fuck shit up.
It's doing things that I would never even imagine, though, man. The book. Like, why the book? I get it's interesting, but dude, why the book? So here's the difference, though, with kids and a cat is like, well, not really. I guess either of them. You can just take them to a place and leave them.
Dude, kittens are so hard, man. It's like I don't know, like you can't really see it behind me, but that couch is destroyed. It's like I had to like tape up the side of it because they need and everything, and I can't be with them 24/7. But I should have put like the little air guns under the couch to where it shoots air if they get too close and they run.
Wait, you can get ones that automatically do that?
Yeah. It's like it has a sensor where it just like if you
tracks them,
it goes psst, and it just like scares them off.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
You know the difference between a kitten and a baby though is the kitten will survive in the dumpster. Because it can, it'll be resourceful and can eat the food in the dumpster. You know, baby it'll die. It'll die in the dumpster. I don't know what the food to eat.
Sean's leaving. Oh, fuck.
Everybody just turns off their fucking light.
Throw that comment in the dumpster.
Just like the room goes dark, everybody leaves. I'm just talking to myself in a void.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying.
Manny was just detailing out that whole scenario.
Oh God.
My puppy update. I went and saw the puppies. And I have to make a decision. There's 3 puppies I get to choose from, and they literally are like, there's the runt, there's a middle one, and then there's the big fat one. And I'm choosing between the big fat one and the middle one. The big fat one, surprisingly, is probably going to have the best breathing, and then the middle one though has like an actual tail. So I don't know. But it was cool. What are you dying about, Manny?
The big fat one just has better breathing. That just seems like an oxymoron statement.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. That's what we were saying, but because its face isn't as mashed in as the other ones.
You have to get a sleep apnea machine.
So who put Pavlok? What is that?
Yeah, what's
me?
Okay,
check it out.
Pavlov's dog.
Pavlov. Oh God.
Pavlov's dog. But yeah, so I can't get up in the morning, right? So
at 5 o'clock.
So I'm willing to do anything at this point to get myself out of bed. So I
Set an
found this
alarm?
product. I found this product.
Be responsible.
My screen.
I love that
Nobody
it's
can see it.
like.
Pavlok. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
I
it
can't
is
see it.
it is a wearable watch device, and underneath
It vibrates.
it vibrates and beeps,
Shocks
and
you.
then if you still don't get out of bed, it shocks you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like aversion therapy. So you can turn it up to I'm about 70%. It starts to hurt.
Sean, I think this is the thing that Mark Cuban fucking shit on the guy on Shark Tank.
On Shark Tank.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm a
can't remember
sucker.
why though.
But yeah, I used it, man, and then not only will it shock you, but then it will make you. It can sense movement, and so it'll make you do jumping jacks until it's satisfied, and then if you don't do them and you just try to go back down and lay down, it will start zapping you again. So it makes sure that you actually get up. And then
Wow.
you can
And what
also
what does it do when you take it off?
you can use zip ties. You can use zip ties to make sure it don't come off.
I think that's what Mark Cuban was saying. He's like, won't people just take it off? Because if they don't have enough self-control to just do this shit on their own, that they have to buy this thing, then what's going to say that they're going to have the self-control to leave it on?
Put a zip
Yeah.
tie.
Yeah, dude, that's interesting though, because then, yeah, I think that was what he said, man. And then, but I react to that. There's like psychology to that though. People like the idea of having a tool to help them do that, and they
Yeah.
wouldn't do it without.
Also, there's another cool thing on the app, and I found another app that does this too, because I'm really trying to get self-discipline, and part of the app
By the way, did you
allows
not
you.
set that for the 5 o'clock podcast?
Like, no, I did. No, totally did.
So I wasn't wearing
Why-
it.
Oh, shocking.
Shocking. So there's another part of the app where you can actually bet. You can bet on yourself
Oh, can
that
I
you
bet
will
against you?
accomplish it.
Oh, please. Can
Well, I
I
don't
bet
know.
against you?
I don't know.
What's the over under?
But if you don't accomplish your goal, you have to put your card in there, and it will actually charge you money for you not reaching your goal. So it's like that's like it starts to hit home, you know. Real
Where's the money go?
accountability. To the fucking company, I guess. I don't know.
Shit.
But
Guy's
you
a
can,
genius.
if you win, you can start earning like rewards and stuff like that. So I mean, maybe the money goes into a pool or something for rewards. I
No,
don't
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. That's I mean, if anybody out there is struggling getting out of bed, man, and you're willing, there's products out there that are willing to shock
Is
you
there any side effects?
into. I mean, not really, but not that I found, but
You have a weird connection. Hey, why is it you always frame your video this way? Just asking. I'm trying to understand that. Why don't you bring it down?
Yeah, you're like this floating
that's a
head
little
above
better.
the San Francisco Bay.
what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
You're always like that.
You're like
Like what?
two
It's
thirds.
framed wrong. It's
Oh,
still
get 'em.
framed wrong.
He's fucking mouthing off to you, Sean. I like it. Fucking
Is
get him,
he? I didn't
Phil.
hear him. I didn't hear him.
You go, Phil. You like.
Oh, is that better? You want me closer? I don't understand what you want from me.
No, not closer. Just frame it better. You know what a frame is?
Yeah, the rule of thirds.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
his
now we're
rule of
talking about
thirds
the
should be
top
like
and bottom,
this.
not the thirds. Don't try to be smart with
More
me.
interesting.
Sassy.
Oh, it's more interesting. Your eye wants to go over here now.
Oh God, it's too good.
So anyway,
Welcome to Cinematography Corner with Sean,
Disclaimer on that
the
Pavlok thing, though.
the McCastle.
He has a castle. What is he, royalty?
Oh God.
Disclaimer on that Pavlok, though, does not work for podcasting.
Oh.
Netflix is a stud. I don't know if you I know you guys all saw it, but if you're listening, so I don't know if you saw it, but Dave Chappelle Dave Chappelle put out I don't know if it's I guess it's a special, but it's not really comedy. It's more of like I don't know, what would you call it, almost like a TED Talk type thing. But
Yeah.
he explained how when he was coming up as a comic and he was young and he had a pregnant wife and he signed this contract with Netflix in perpetuity.
No, Comedy Central.
Oh yeah, sorry, with Comedy Central. Thank you for correcting me. Where they could use his name and likeness indefinitely throughout the galaxy. Which when he says that on that, for people that don't know, they're probably like, "Oh, that's he's exaggerating." He is 100% not exaggerating. When I worked for when I was on the show Funny You Should Ask, anything that we created while we were on the premises, we signed a thing that it was theirs. Basically, it became theirs, and it had the same verbiage in there about throughout the galaxy or the universe. And you're like, what the fuck, man? So, excuse me. And any of you can hop in if there's anything I'm leaving out. But
for you,
so
Jay.
streaming the Chappelle Show right now, streaming, or it was streaming on Netflix, CBS, and HBO. And he talked about how he had originally taken the HBO show to, the Chappelle Show to HBO, and they were like, they literally said, "What do we need you for?" But now they're streaming it. What are you doing, Sean?
Dude, like the air pressure changed here and all the doors moved, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But it's the heater turned on.
Lady that died in there.
Jesus.
And so, anyways, he has a relationship with Netflix. He's been doing his specials on there. He contacted Netflix and basically told him, "Hey, I don't get anything from this, from you streaming it. I don't own the rights to my own name with them. So it really hurts me that you guys will stream it." So Netflix said, "You know what? No problem." And they took it off, which is fucking dope.
Yeah.
That could be a big problem for them too. Like if you think about it, they didn't say anything. Netflix didn't say anything. It would have just gone away. And of course people would have asked. So they didn't do it for any reason except for Dave. And I believe them. That guy who runs that end of that, I can't remember his name, but Norm talks about him a lot. But there's a guy who's like in charge of all that stuff. Ted, I think his name is, or something. But I could see that, man. Hey, you left one part out though, just super quick. That was really important. Is when he went to HBO. I think he left this out, but he went to HBO back in the day to sell Chappelle Show, and he even said he's thinking about doing a new Chappelle Show now, but that he couldn't call it Chappelle Show anymore because he doesn't own that, which is
Wow.
that. But we all know that happens. But for HBO, before it was on Comedy Central, he went to HBO. HBO said, we don't need you, you need us, and why would we need you for this? And so then now HBO is playing it now, and he's saying to him, why do you need I don't need you, you need me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy about that, Jay? I don't know if this happened with you when you were signing your contract, but when Comedy Central had us sign our contracts for Heart of the City, I felt
You're on Heart of the City. We get it. I'm joking. I'm fucking with it. I'm picking with it. By the way, check out Manny, Heart of the City. Has a joke that was stolen by Wanda Sykes. All right, continue, Manny.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy. So when they had us sign it, I felt like there was just this pressure to hurry up and sign it. This is all legal. This is good. This is normal. Just hurry up and sign it. And I'm like reading through it and I'm like, you own what? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to, there's no lawyer around to explain it all to me. And you're just this young kid and you're just like, dude, I just want to get on TV. And it's like nobody who has your back in this. And so I understand Chappelle being like, damn, everybody else is in on it. And I love how he actually likened it to that card game when he was a kid. And he noticed that, when they were playing, that all the people celebrating were in on the business with this guy who is the card shark.
Game, yeah. And it's funny you say that, man. That's exactly how it happened for us too. So when we first were on that game show writing, we were all independent contractors.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know this for a fact, but we were going to be switched over to actual employees, and we were going to get full benefits and all that. I think it happened again. I don't know, but I think it happened because we had been contractors for so long. It got to a point where it was going to cost the company more money to not give us benefits than to give us benefits.
Right.
So we were going to be actual employees, but we were only going to be employees for a month because then we were going to go on hiatus. So it all went down on a Friday night, or Friday at like 4 or 5 p.m. Like we had like an hour that until we were going to leave. Called us into this big room. all the paperwork, was laid out for everybody. We all at our seats, and they told us they wanted us to sign it and give it back to them within the hour. And luckily, people were like, "Yo, I need to have a lawyer look over this. You just want me to sign it?" So then they're like, "Okay, we'll give you through the weekend." Thanks.
Good, and
so
and
it
it's
had all that shit too. Yeah.
it's all like fine print that you would never. And some of the wording is just so fucking confusing. It's like, all this legal jargon and how they own this. And I'm thinking, like, are you guys gonna own all my material that I do on this shit? Can I do it anywhere else? And they're like, no, you'll still own your, or they're
Yeah, but you don't know, like that. That could be some fucking just some assistant that they're just saying all they are told is get him to sign this. So they just say whatever. They're not a lawyer. They don't have your best interest,
Well, you know what they say? They
No,
say it's
God.
better.
No, we don't.
It's
We
better
don't
to
know
be,
what they say. What did they say, Phil?
They say it's better to be the shark.
Wait, who's they?
Who's that? Yeah.
It's better.
Who said it?
Who's they?
It's better.
Wait, who's they?
They say.
Who's they though?
They say it's better to be
Who's
the
they,
shark.
though? You keep saying they say. Who is they?
It's the populace.
The populace?
It's the populace.
Screenshot that face.
They say it's better to be the
So
shark.
wait. So when you're saying they, you're saying the populace. So why don't you just say the populace says?
So the majority of society says.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. Go ahead.
It's better
Go
to
ahead,
be the
say it.
shark. It's better to be the shark than the card. Or it's like, it's better to eat than be eaten. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. All
Why
right,
do they say
man.
that?
Oh.
Yikes.
Hey, how about that Tyson fight, huh?
Yep, tomorrow. Yeah. What do they say
No,
about that?
I'm seriously stoked about it, man.
You shouldn't be.
I want to see it so bad. You don't think it's going to be any good?
No knockouts are allowed. There's not scoring it, so there's not going to be a winner. They can't go for a knockout. There's like 3 or 4 rules that you're like, okay.
Have
Are they gonna be wearing head guards?
I don't know
No.
about that. Manny just told me that
Nate
Robinson's fighting Jake Paul. I'm
Yeah.
more excited about watching that now than the other.
And they've been talking shit too. So it's like, that they're coming out going, for blows. Jake Paul has a little bit of a height advantage over him. And I think he actually has an 8-pound
Dick.
over him. So I think that, that's 8 pounds leaning on you after a while. That's a lot, man. But it's tough. I was looking at Tyson and Jones in the weigh-ins, man. Their bodies look like my body. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't been working out. And, I'm looking at Roy Jones and his shit looks like, he literally looks like somebody's dad, which he is, but I'm like, he can still knock my ass out, but I'm just like, what are you doing? Hopefully the payout's good.
That's what I'm saying. Are they getting paid for this? It's not
He's
for
getting $1
charity,
million
right? They
bucks.
need money, right?
No, Roy Jones Jr. is getting $1 million, and Tyson's getting 10.
Oh, are you?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's like some incentives in there for numbers and stuff, but that's what it looks like it's going to be.
I was gonna say you wouldn't think Roy Jones would need money, right?
I don't know.
Probably needs it worse than anybody.
I don't know how you don't go for a knockout though. That's the only way to fucking fight.
Tyson
Okay, here
said
you
he was
go. I got
doing.
the rules here.
Okay, go for it.
It has been sanctioned as an exhibition bout. It will take place over 8 rounds lasting 2 minutes each, not the regular 3. The boxers will not be required to wear headgear, so I guess they could if they wanted. They will be wearing 12-ounce gloves. If either boxer suffers a bad cut, the bout is over. 3 celebrity judges will score the fight remotely in an unofficial capacity. Winner will be announced, but the fight will not count on either man's professional record. Yeah, I know. There was they were talking
So
about
it's a cat fight, slap fight.
Feels like it.
Tyson said he's going to rip his head off. He said, I'm going to knock him out. So
Did
he's
he?
going to knock him out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, they got to sell
Let's
tickets.
talk, right? Yeah, they got to sell
Yeah.
tickets.
What are they still
sure.
selling this thing for, like $60-$70 on pay-per-view?
I don't think it's that much, is it now? Isn't it only like
Uh,
50, I thought, or something like that?
It might be,
like-
but how many people are gonna pirate the shit anyways, right? And so,
I mean,
and
oh, yeah.
okay, so while Jay's looking all this up, who would be a dream fight that you guys would want to see? It could
Tyson in his prime and Phil.
be.
Go ahead. I'm
whatever.
looking up these.
Do you think that they'll start kind of bleeding into like MMA, and start doing like more of those Chuck Liddell versus
No
what's his face?
knockout. Yeah, that's the only other additional. Sorry.
I
They
I
could.
saw
That's
Roy
a good
Jones
point,
Jr.
man.
one time. I
What-
saw Roy Jones Jr. at I was underneath the TRL building, an MTV building in New York,
blowing them.
and I was I was waiting for because like these kids went around back and they were like, oh, we're gonna go get like because Exhibit was the star of the day. This was a while ago when TRL was still going, so Exhibit was the star of the
Did you
day,
go
and they
like
were
this?
like, we
You
all
go,
had
hey, Exhibit, hey.
And then when he
I
would
said,
when
no, I said, what's up, B? I said, what's up, B?
no, and then you're trying to show something like Exhibit. See,
I love that you've embraced it, Sean. You've come to the dark
Ugh.
side.
but then Phil
Yes.
came back and he's like Exhibit.
Oh my!
D.
Yeah, Phil's like, hey, Exhibit, give me the D. Anyways, all right. So the kids were going around back.
It's like, hey, yo, Cat Daddy, we about to pimp your ride.
Oh,
No,
shit,
so-
that's good, man.
So we had these exhibit posters and we were all holding up, and then I followed these kids to the back
Were you
of the
exhibiting them?
to the back of the thing, and I'm sitting there waiting for him, and out of this big SUV comes Roy Jones Jr. And I was like, oh, whoa, shit. People were like, oh, that's Roy Jones Jr. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. And then like Liza Minnelli walked by.
Why'd
and,
you add that? Why'd you add
It's
that?
true. It's true.
No, it can be true, but why add it? You actually stopped
So, like,
for a
I
second
ran-
to put it
I
in.
kind of like rushed up, and I was like, oh, hey, like I loved you in Cabaret.
Liza, I'm a huge fan. As Roy
Yeah.
Jones walks
Yeah.
by.
And then and so then Trick Daddy walks out of the building, and I have my exhibit poster, and I love Trick Daddy back then, Trick loved the kids, and I was
That's
like,
not
oh,
how it
Trick, I
goes.
love the kids. And so I didn't have anything but my exhibit poster, and I wanted Trick's autograph, and I was like, hey, what's up, Trick Daddy? I was like, hey man, I go, I'm
And he's
sorry,
like,
I don't
hey,
know.
just call me Daddy.
I was like, hey, I don't know, like, but I have this exhibit poster. Could you like sign it? And he like looked at me. He was like, "What's up, little buddy?" And he was like, "Yeah." And
You were
so he signed my
30?
poster for me. I was like, I don't know, 14, something
He
like
signed
that.
it, though?
But yeah, Trick signed my exhibit poster.
Huh?
It's pretty cool. And then Vanessa Milano walked out the back too, and she was so hot, and I walked up to her, and I was like,
Hey, can you sign
I
my
saw-
exhibit poster?
I said, I just wanted to let you know I think you're really pretty. And she was like, oh my God, it's so cute.
You know, that reminded me, I went to the store yesterday to get some cookies, and there was a whole bunch
Fuck
I
off.
wanted. And so
I don't know how to end the story.
I made out a list of Milanos.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's Jay's joke that I hate more
I fucking love it.
than anything. More than the bye at the end.
Bye. Sean, I think you put this. The Pfizer CEO sold off 62%.
Yeah, okay, look. See, this happened like maybe a week ago, but I thought it was weird, dude. So the CEO of Pfizer, like you just said, the day that they announced that they came up with a cure for or vaccine for COVID, he sold 62%, I said.
Yes.
62% of his stock that one day when it had gone up higher than it's ever gone before.
Dude,
The
that's
stock price.
that's
So
like
what is that? What'd you say, Manny?
that shit's worrisome to me. It's like, why on earth would you sell something that's going to make you super profitable unless you think that people are going to die from it, or you think that there's something wrong with your vaccine? I don't know. It's
Yeah, or the other thing too is, what if it was just like, what if it was there's like a rush to judgment then. If you know your stock price is going to go up as soon as you announce this, you put it out. Maybe you don't do all the trials that you're supposed to do because you want to get it out so you can get that money. Like I don't know, dude. This is the whole problem with the capitalization of pharmacy companies, and why I know I'd have to think about this a lot more, but I like surface layer. It seems like all these pharmacies should be like more of a social type good for the community, like police and firemen are.
Yeah.
And you don't hear any Republicans getting all fed up and up in arms and all that shit about firemen and police.
Right.
So just, imagine that pharmacy's always been there.
Right.
And then that way we put the money towards that. There's, obviously there's ways to pay for that. I mean, we pay for medications now, but anyways, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I thought that was a little funky. I don't know if it's wrong necessarily, but it seems funky.
I was wondering, is there any way that he could be like trying to do a short sale?
It's all legit. They said it was all legit. So he wasn't getting caught. It wasn't about getting caught. It was about a story and like people thinking that's weird. I think it's weird.
I'm with you. Like the only time I think you would sell a stock like that is if something negative is about to happen.
Yeah.
So, but I'm with you. I think that, this is on a whole nother topic, but pharmaceuticals, there's no real regulation for it. I mean, and that there's a big problem with that because it's like, as people's needs and demands, as people get sicker, it's like the rate of the prices just skyrocket and people can't afford like just normal cancer medication. It's like you go bankrupt on just medical bills and it's fucking ridiculous.
Remember that fuck that bought the Wu-Tang album that had the AIDS medicine? He fucking hiked up.
Yeah.
Jail,
and then
fuck.
I think he's in jail now. So
Yeah.
Grelly, right? I think it's like Grelly.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right,
EpiPen
here
guy.
we go for all of you. Flash forward. It's January 15th. That's just the date. Whatever. And vaccines.
Wait,
are
January
available.
15th?
Yes.
Oh God, I knew somebody was gonna do that.
Yeah. What?
Okay, cool.
Nah, go
No,
ahead.
just
Why?
check. I
Why
just
is that
want-
surprising?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. 2021?
I said January 15th.
No, 2022.
Sure.
Okay.
Vaccine is out.
Okay, good. Okay.
And actually it's the first day. So you don't know how it's affected anybody. But this is the only time, for whatever reason, this is the only time you can get the vaccine today and only today, or you will never be able to get the vaccine. Do you take it?
Ooh, damn.
Sean's a yes.
Yep.
I guess I would consult my doctor and then ask what their thoughts on the best vaccine is out of the AstraZeneca. I guess there was issues with that one, but the Pfizer, or which one was the one that they didn't have to freeze below?
One's like 94 or 95%.
I probably would do. I mean,
Pfizer and another one.
Yeah, I'll be real with you. I'm sorry to people who are conservatives on watching this show, but like I trust a Joe Biden administration a little bit more to put out the vaccine now that Trump's out, because I felt like it was too political right before the election. It was like, oh, are we just trying to rush this in order to please to get more votes? That's what it felt like to me. So now that there's no need, I guess even under a Trump administration post-election, maybe I would be, but it just felt like he was trying to force people to put shit out that maybe wasn't there yet. So
what if it's one of the labs that's like one of them wasn't part of Warp Speed, or they were, or something, but they wanted to make sure that they weren't associated with Trump on it.
Oh yeah, I mean, if that was the case, then as long as I'm hearing good stuff, I'm consulting with my doctor about it, like what their thoughts are. I mean, shit. You could have an allergic reaction to so much stuff, right? I think there's stuff in certain vaccines that I think, Crystal's allergic to, that my mom's allergic to. My mom's allergic to, I think, penicillin or something like that. So
holy shit.
Yeah. So it's like it's a roll of the dice, but at the same time, I want to get back to normal. I want to go on the road with you guys.
Do it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's roll the dice. And then all of a sudden my balls shrink and disappear. I'm like,
yeah, man. I'm a little nervous. I don't think I've ever gotten the first generation of anything and had a good experience with it, whether it was the first generation of technology of a phone or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know, like I hope it works, I hope it gets solved, but something coming out in such a mass produced item, I'm like, what if there's one little thing wrong with it and then everybody just fucking something terrible happen? I'd rather have the second generation.
What'd you just say up front? First generation, what? That went by me. What'd you just say? I've never had good luck with first generation anything.
Yeah, I've never had a good luck with first generation of anything, like a cell phone, like
like a cell phone,
first Google Pixel, yeah.
Right. Vaccines, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck off.
I got the Xbox 360 when it first came out, and I got the Red Ring of Death on like 2 or 3 of those shits.
Yeah, see? First generation of America. Not
it's the
really that
same
great.
What
Yeah.
version are we on right now, Phil?
I think we're on the, USA 12, something like that. Version 1,
And this version you like?
2,
Yeah. Okay.
2.4.
What about you, Jay?
I mean,
Are you
a lot
taking?
better.
I mean, I think you're a little less susceptible. I think. What are you, type O blood or something?
yeah, and white. Well, no, because that's a legit. I said that on stage in Oklahoma City, and then I realized after I said it that I was like, oh, they might be laughing at the wrong thing. Like I said, I was like, I don't mean it like a race thing, but it's a race thing. But fuck, Anyways, I would probably say yes, but I almost might like hit one of you guys up to be like, hey, can I like stay with you like that week or vice versa, or come, because and also be there for you in case something allergic or something happens. I just want like a week of that. I know that somebody's there that can take care or call an ambulance or whatever. Dude, I think about, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I think about the Tuskegee project and where they fucking injected fucking black dudes and didn't tell them. They told them they were giving them free healthcare and then gave them syphilis.
Yeah. Fucking crazy, right?
Jesus.
This is another thing is like, it's almost the equivalent of if this drink didn't exist and all of a sudden I'm like, hey Jay, fucking Snapple's gonna cure you for
obesity. Go ahead, you can say it.
If I was like, Snapple's gonna fucking cure you for COVID, you know what I mean? You had an allergic reaction to Snapple, and then it's fucking, So I hear you,
Dude. They say it's gonna be no fun. This vaccine's supposed to be like a shit show. You get massive headaches. There's like stomach issues, and that's pretty that's pretty common for most people that took it out of that 30 or 40,000. But one guy, he was anonymous, I think, up in Seattle, but he was like, yeah, it sucked, but now I know I'm good. So all right.
I can't wait for the commercials. May shit blood, may piss blood, may
For real.
may shit out of
Tuesday.
Exactly. May shit out of the front of your dick. You're like, oh,
may get
Hey,
shit
hey.
on a sweatshirt.
I think I'll be okay because I'm type B positive, Hey.
fucking stupid.
Shout out
Okay,
to
I
Mike
want
the
you to tell the
situation.
truth. Tell the truth. When did that hit your head? Was it when Manny
No,
said you're
I
O?
said shout out to Mike the situation.
What?
He said it on the Jersey Shore.
Oh, he did. He said he's B positive.
Yeah. I liked it.
So
It was applicable here.
did a shitty joke that wasn't even yours.
And still no one laughed. What was the situation? Did?
Oh, Phil, awful. Sean, I think you mentioned this before. If you've had COVID, they still want you to take it.
Yeah, you have to, because even now the antibodies are going away quicker on some people than others. So like the antibodies with like the flu or something, man, you get it, or like you call it the measles. You get the antibody measles antibodies. You don't get measles, you're good. Or chickenpox, you're generally good. Yeah. But with this, that's not true. It goes away like in 6 weeks. And now
I can't believe people are getting it twice, man.
Yeah.
People are getting the shit twice, dude. It's crazy.
Man. Your body is like a computer, right? Every time you get sick, it keeps a copy of that virus that it just defeated, so that if you get reinfected with that virus, it sends out the antibodies to destroy that. Something with this coronavirus, it doesn't last as long. So it's crazy.
Fucking nuts. Did you guys see the Trump thing? The tiny desk and him wanting the shit he wants to do with Twitter?
Oh, I didn't know Twitter, but I did see the tiny desk and how he got into it with the journalist, and he was just like, "Don't you ever talk to the president like that?" It was like, Jesus Christ, man.
You didn't see that, Sean?
No, I got to see that.
Well, so I'll tell you the Twitter thing. So yeah, like Manny said, he was taking questions finally, and people are asking him about, if who is it, Manny, that if he gets the electoral college?
Yeah.
Says that Biden won, will he concede? And he never answered the question. He just kept saying, well, we're going to see. And then somebody asked him about are you going to be at Biden's inauguration? He's like, well, I don't want to talk on that yet, blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
yeah, I
Right.
saw that.
But then it got pretty heated with one of the reporters, but he tweeted out that he wants to get rid of the law that is like a social media network is not responsible for what users put, because they made Diaper Don trend. Hashtag Diaper Don was trending on Twitter. It was the number one
Oh
trending thing.
wow,
And so he fucking
Love
lost
it.
his shit.
Ugh.
that guy's a nut, dude. Hey, speaking of
When you say
though,
Tiny Desk, was that affiliated with NPR? Tiny Desk?
No. He was
Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
really tiny desk
Oh,
with a
yeah.
presidential thing on it.
Oh.
So,
Gotcha.
but it's here's the dangerous thing about the Electoral College real quick is that you think about it, right? And if you really want to sway an election, fuck, you could pay people to be like, or you could threaten them. It's like, hey, I know where your grandma stays. If you don't vote for this person, then, say goodbye to your grandma kind of shit. You know what I mean? You could get real gangster on it. All you got to do is swing how many votes.
Isn't
And-
it already done though? Isn't it?
So this is how it works. So you vote, basically, essentially, you're voting in your state for whoever you want to be president, right? Then in turn, once they certify those votes, they say, okay, we're going to have our electors. They're going to have, like, say, for instance, Georgia. Okay, 16, I think, electoral votes, right? They have 16 people that are going to then go on, I think, December something and vote and say, hey, we all voted for Joe Biden. But if any of those people, it's not necessarily illegal to defect and say, oh, I don't want. That's why when Hillary Clinton won however many votes she didn't necessarily get the 232 that it was. She got something like 230 because people here in Seattle were like, oh no, I'm voting for Bernie Sanders instead of Hillary Clinton like they were supposed to. So they defected essentially. And then some people voted for like Colin Powell. And so
Wait, okay, so because I don't know this.
but then they all got hit with fines, and then
they're fine.
yeah, but then those big co-ops or whatever paid the fines for the people.
Yeah.
So.
And now the Supreme Court has ruled that a state, if somebody defects, they can get rid of that defector and then send in a new person to elect, whoever they're supposed to.
So okay, those electoral votes or whatever. Georgia, you said they had 16.
Mm-hmm.
And so Biden, let's say Biden had all 16 or whatever, right?
Yep.
That doesn't mean it's done. If somebody can then go in and go, I'm taking one of my 16, and even though these are the numbers and this is what won, I'm just gonna say Republican.
Right. So check this out. So pretend like
Do you know this shit, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's say, for instance, it was a closer election, right? And let's say Joe Biden won 270 to 268 or some shit like that, right? So all you need is two people to be like, oh, I'm going to vote for Trump and flip my vote. And then those two people in the Electoral College, whether it's in Arizona, whether it's California, wherever in the country, of those two people, if they flip it, then Trump wins the election. So it's not even a done deal right now. I don't think it will. I mean, it's a rarity that you see that, but I mean, that's what Trump is banking on. He's trying to get the Pennsylvania, I think, Congress people to be like, hey, just send a bunch of Republican electors in to vote for me, and then we can still win this thing. So luckily he won, 306 or something like that. So hopefully.
So where you're saying it would be neither of them would get to 270, right?
Well, potentially, I mean, he could if he had enough people say, or he had enough states say, oh, we have a Republican legislature. We're going to send in Republican voters, even though these people voted for Biden.
Right.
We're going to send in all of these Republican voters, and they're going to vote for Trump anyways. But here's the thing I'll let you know. If that shit did happen, the whole country would burn because people would be like,
oh, fuck yeah.
You don't care about our voices. We're burning everything. So
Sean, and if do you have something you were going to hop in with, Sean?
No, he's right. There's too many like safeguards and social pressures in place. So like you also have to remember it's not so willy-nilly because each of the counties represent, those counties make up who the winner was of that county. So now you have all these different counties. Some are Republican winners, some are Democrat winners, and then overall, all those counties make up the state. And you see that there was, 103 counties that voted for Republican and 105 that voted for Democrat, and so the elector is supposed to follow that. And that's so like with the Hillary Clinton Bernie Sanders bit, that was a symbolic gesture because it was, more or less a landslide, and so doing that wouldn't have affected anything. It was, but
So
if an elector actually voted the other way when it was close, or just switched Pennsylvania and Georgia because they got some like presidential pressure or something.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court's getting involved. Society's I mean, there'd be a coup. It'd be governmental. It'd be anarchy. Like really.
So
Yeah.
hypothetically, and I'm sure this is close to impossible, but hypothetically, somebody could be like, I don't give a fuck about getting to, what was it, 270, 276?
270.
270.
Like hypothetically, a person can be like, I don't give a fuck about that 270 because I'm gonna work on these guys in the electoral college or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna have them flip it.
Exactly. But I mean, it's never happened. Luckily, it was but I mean, here's the thing: if it was close like that, if it was like Sean said, 270 to 268, all you really need is two people to be like, hey, I'm rolling with Trump. I mean, that was the plan.
That's what he's saying. People would they if you didn't vote by the way that the state voted, those electoral votes, then there would be fucking chaos.
I think would happen if people voted for Trump. If essentially, let's say 46 people, I think that's the difference, right? Or 36 people were to go Trump instead of Biden. I shit you not. I think people from California, people from Washington, everywhere would literally go to fucking DC and march on the White House, and
oh, Lord.
or just it would just
fucking knows. 2020, baby.
2020.
And you've been listening to CNN. Have you guys ever tried watching any Newsmax or OAN news at all? Have you ever tried?
I heard it's insane.
It's difficult, man. I tried to see how long I could last, and it's like I can only watch like 10 minutes tops because it's just like
Newsmax and OAN.
They're
both like really really right leaning. Just the right leaning rhetoric is just so it's like trying to incite their base to like be like, I hope you guys are getting ready for civil war because it's coming. And it's like, oh shit, man.
Phil, what's that new Twitter thing for Republicans?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Parish or
yeah, it starts with a P, not parish.
Y'all get an account, see what's going on it.
No,
just to like,
fucking, you can let me know. I'm like
too afraid to.
People are like,
if anybody can help out, man, it's
because I believe in freedom.
It's all those BTS fans, man. All the
behind the
scenes? Korean music fans. Those people, man, they take over, man.
K-pop.
Yeah, K-pop fans. They'll save the world. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. You said the thing with the Twitter. So.
So Trump's trying to get that taken away so he could ban Twitter. I think he said something about I forget the verbiage, but he said something about Twitter, all caps, all that shit. Anyways,
if he could make that happen, that'd be great. I think Twitter should go away. That place is a cesspool. It's good for nothing.
Yeah,
it's good for nothing. It's a garbage.
Or are you talking about that new social media? Like it's like Facebook, but for right-leaning people.
We were talking about that a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Well, I think what's everybody's Twitter handles anyway? He's talking about Twitter.
Wait, one more thing. Phil, did we get any news? Any any
any emails?
Let me make
There's
a quick
gonna be a lot
check
of waiting
here.
for nothing.
No, while he's bringing that up though, and doing it quietly, there is, dude. Did you guys see this new Slim Shady remix?
No.
Oh, yo. Okay, so look, there's that song he did with Juice WRLD. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a sick video with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody redid the video like they redo those NFL or they redo movies, where everything's like quiet, you can hear the ambiance and stuff, and he's just wasted drunk through it. All fits perfect. And then Eminem actually retweeted it and said, "What the fuck? Who did this? Nice. You got to watch it.
Okay.
It's like a minute and a half long, and I watched it like 5 times in a row, dude. It's brilliant.
I'll look it
It's
up,
perfect.
or I'll look at it when we get out here. I was going to
Yeah,
tell you
everybody
a show
should
too.
check that out. And if they check it out, you should let us know what you think about it. If you want to let us know what you think about it, send those thoughts to hwppod@gmail.com. That's hwppod@gmail.com.
That's HWP pod.
I know that's what it did.
The show. Did we get anything, Phil?
Nope.
Great. The show I was going to tell you about, it's Weird City. It's a YouTube original, and some of them are like good premises that aren't necessarily, I don't know if I like how they're executed, but the very first one, it's in the future, and it's weird. Like, they have above the line and below the line people, which you can figure out, you're above the line, you're rich; below the line, you're not.
I've seen this.
You saw it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yes, that's it. Weird City. And the first episode, this guy, there's a dating app that guarantees 100% match. So he joins it, and they tell him your match is going to show up at your place tonight at midnight. So he's like, all right. So he's waiting, and then midnight comes, nobody shows up. He's like, what the fuck? So finally, about 12:15, his door rings. He's like, what? So he goes to the door, and it's fucking Ed O'Neill, Al Bundy.
Yeah.
And he goes, hi. And Ed's like, yeah, hi. And he's like, I guess I'm your match. And the guy's like, this is impossible because I'm not gay. And Ed O'Neill's like, yeah, I'm not either. And he's like, well, yeah, I don't know, this is weird. And Ed's like, sorry, I was late. I'm always late. And the guy's like, yeah, me too. And then they're like, well, I mean, I'm just gonna go get something to eat. You want to go get something to eat? So he's like, sure. So they go get something to eat. They order the exact same meal, and then the next thing, they're in bed together. Dude, but it's fucking, and it goes on from there. There's some other stuff to it, but
It's kind of like, it's a little Black Mirror.
yeah,
like
yeah.
Is it
It's pretty
short?
good. It's pretty
Is
good.
it quick?
Yeah, they're like 20-25 minutes.
I was gonna say, along those lines, I found this YouTube channel called Dust, Dust.
Mhm.
And it has like a bunch of original shorts,
Hmm.
and a lot of them, they're pretty out. They're kind of conceptual, and they're so short that sometimes they don't really marinate to where you'd like them to get to. But a lot of them kind of have that Black Mirror feel to them, and it's a pretty cool channel. I've been checking some of their stuff out.
That's there's another one I'll tell you, I'll text it to you guys. There's this one I've been watching. It's like top 10 something. Dude, they have so many interesting.
Oh, is it the one that's called like Fact or something?
Because Sean and I always get like the same recommendations on
Which I
shit.
don't know why, but
let
I
me go to
started
my
getting hit
history.
with these.
Yeah,
Nukes.
It's like we're
is.
syncing up our periods.
What are you on, your fucking period? I'm almost there. I'm finding it official. No, that's not it.
This is good
There was
radio.
another
What are we
one
looking
on
for?
I think it was on Amazon Prime, or yeah, I think it was Amazon Prime. Oh, is that the same one I'm thinking of? No.
Which one?
Mark Hamill he does the voiceover for the beginning of the show.
Star Wars.
Right, yes, from Star Wars.
Yes.
But the show is
correct.
It's kind of sci-fi, fantasy, Black Mirror like. Also, there was a lot of them that kind of came out like back to back, like within the last year or two.
It might be
I can't see.
most amazing top 10. Yes, most amazing top 10 is the username on YouTube, and they have some pretty fucking good shit on there. Most amazing top 10, and it has all kinds of random shit you can or that they go over. Sometimes it's like scary shit, sometimes it's like future sci-fi type shit, but it's pretty good. Most amazing top 10, shout out to them. And of course always Nuke's top 5.
I think it's called Dimension 404.
Scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
Top 10 cursed stories you should stay away from. Top 10 cursed videos. This is all the amazing shit. Anyways, all right, let's go over some plugs. Sean, Are you back on the road
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, I'm just finalizing a show out in Connecticut at the Funnelingus.
Funnelingus.
Looking like that's going to be at some point in October next year. I forgot it's November right now, so we're looking
Great
a year
club.
out. We're looking a
Great
year out.
club. Sometimes the crowds can stink though.
They can, but if you slide in real quick, you can slide
Right.
right out without anybody knowing you were there.
Yeah, sometimes you can go through the back door. It's a lot easier.
This is true, and I've been in a couple of hairy situations, but due to my bald head, I put on a cover and just ran my way through.
Sometimes they shave your time.
And abortion.
Do they get
Man,
do they
you can
get
be a
real
dick?
do they get real spore from laughter?
I don't get it.
Spore.
Spore from laughter. Funnelingus.
So,
Oh
you're
my-
at the
no.
Mechanical.
Don't even
It's
explain
like
it.
fungi.
Yep, that's it. That's
fungalingus.
what it is. I'm at the
They
Mechanical
get real spore from laughter.
on Instagram.
Christ, this is a bit of train wreck. I love it.
Danny?
Episode I think 12 of Love in Black and White will be dropping this week. Make sure you check it out.
13 this week.
13, lucky 13. So make sure you check that out. Send us questions to bigirishj@gmail.com, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. At Manny,
Absolutely.
at Manny Martin Jr. So.
Phil.
I'm at like the animal. I'm on step 8, so I might be coming to say sorry to you soon. If you make the amends list.
I don't think you even said sorry for being late tonight.
At like the
You gotta
animal,
start at step
and
one again.
I will be here next time.
And I'll be at the Bricktown Comedy Club December 10th through the 12th. I'm doing one show on the 10th at 7:30, one show on the 12th, 4:30 day show, but will not be clean. We'll be fucking swearing. And
Where's
then I'm
that?
at Big Irish. What?
Where's Bricktown?
Oklahoma City.
Oh, nice.
And I'm at Big Irish J on everything. And again, send in anything you want us to cover at bigirishj@gmail.com. So until next week.
Fuck.
Bye. Time for the outro. If a person fucking listens to this till the end,
Yeah.
you deserve a prize. Your prize is to go to iTunes and rate or review this podcast. Give it 5 stars, you motherfuckers. Fucking say something nice. Oh, you fucks. I'm dying right now. You motherfuckers. I've been doing this fucking piece of shit for 5 years. I'm averaging about 2 fucking reviews a year. Go fucking write some, you motherfuckers. Oh, fuck.
That is the realest I've ever heard you.
God.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?